Everybody don't stop, don't miss, just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. Right now, lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.
Hi everyone, have you ever wondered what SMEs are? Or what does SME actually stand for? Well, let's find out together. So, what exactly is an SME? In the context of business, SME stands for Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises. SMEs are businesses with a limited number of full-time employees or annual sales turnover smaller than large corporations, meaning that these are businesses that have a limited number of full-time employees or generate annual sales below a certain threshold. In most cases, SMEs have fewer than 250 employees, but this number can vary depending on the country or sector. And why are SMEs important? They are crucial to national economics as they make up the majority of business establishments, especially in developing countries like Malaysia. Examples of businesses that might be classified as SMEs include operator stores, restaurants, tech startups, and small manufacturing firms. Let's look at a few key points. First, SMEs are classified based on their revenue, assets, or number of employees that fall under a certain threshold. Next, they play a critical role in the economy, not just by providing jobs, but also by driving innovation. Last, governments regularly offer incentives, including favorable tax treatment and better access to loans to help keep SMEs in business. Now that we understand what SMEs are, and let's look at how they are categorized. SMEs in Malaysia are grouped into three main types based on sales turnover and number of employees. For manufacturing, a medium enterprise has the sales turnover between 15 million to 50 million, or 75 to 200 employees. For services and other sector, a medium enterprise has sales between 3 million to 20 million, or 30 to 75 employees. And for small enterprise, has sales between 300,000 to 50 million, or 5 to 75 employees. For services and other sector, has sales between 300,000 to 3 million, or 5 to 30 employees.
So now, are there any challenges faced by SMEs? Okay, now let's proceed to the challenges faced by SMEs. The first one is operational costs from diesel subsidy removal. The removal of the diesel subsidy in June 2024 caused a sharp increase in diesel price from RM2.15 to RM3.35 per litre in Malaysia. This has directly increased the cost of operations for SMEs, especially those in transportation, delivery and logistics. Unfortunately, many small businesses do not qualify for targeted subsidies, meaning they have to pay the full diesel price. This put pressure on their profits and may lead to higher price for customers. These points are derived from the article on the slide, which explain the diesel price hike in June 2024.
The second one is inflation pressures on SMEs and consumers. The increase in diesel price has caused transport and delivery costs to rise, which also pushes up the price of goods and services. SMEs now face higher costs for supplies, raw materials, and utilities. At the same time, consumers are spending less due to rising living costs. This puts SMEs in a weaker position because the costs are going up, but consumers' demand may be going down. The points here are supported by the article shown on the left, which highlights rising inflation concerns after the diesel subsidy rationalization.
In addition, SME also face challenges because of low digital adoption among SMEs. Many SMEs in Malaysia are still slow to adopt digital tools such as cloud systems, e-commerce and online payments. This is mainly due to high startup costs, limited digital knowledge and skills, as well as resistance to change. As a result, they find it harder to compete with larger firms that are already using advanced digital technologies. The information provided here is based on the article included in the slide, which is SMEs face digital challenges because of high cost and limited tech readiness.
Now, what do you think about economic contribution of SME to a country development? Firstly, SME will give contribution to GDP. SME made a significant contribution to our country gross domestic product (GDP). This growth was mainly driven by the services sector, especially in transport and storage, wholesale and retail trade, food and beverage, as well as accommodation. In 2023, SME contribute a total of 630.1 billion, which represent growth of 5% compared to the previous year. This clearly shows the SME continue to be the backbone of our nation economy. Second, SME will give contribution to export. SME also perform impressively in the export sector. In 2023, they recorded total export of 152.2 billion with growth rate of 4.5% despite challenging global economic conditions. Notably, there was growth in tourism-related industry and the agriculture sector, showing how revised and resilient our SME are. Third, SME meet employment and productivity. When it comes to employment and productivity, SME play an equally important role. In 2023, SME provide jobs to 7.86 million Malaysians, which is about 48.5% of the total employment in the country. They help to reduce unemployment by absorbing semi-skilled and unskilled labor, and they continue to improve labor productivity, which help enhance the overall quality and competitiveness of our workforce. Finally, recognize government support and future initiative for SME. Various policy, incentive, and programs have been introduced to help SME grow, digitalize, and expand their market reach. Moving forward, continuous support and strategy initiative will be crucial to ensure the SME remain resilient, competitive, and able to drive sustainable economic growth for Malaysia. In result, SME help drive new ideas, products, and services. SME also help grow local economies, especially in a rural and remote area.
Discuss the initiatives undertaken by the Malaysian government to support SMEs.
Let's begin with financial assistance and loan support. The government has introduced various funds and agencies to ease SME access to financing. As stated, Tekun Nasional offers microloans specifically for Bumiputra entrepreneurs. BSN Micro and iCredit Prihatin provide low-interest microfinancing to help small business manage their cash flow. Bank Negara Malaysia introduced facilities like the Automation and Digitalization Facility and the All Economic Sector Facility, which support SMEs in upgrading and expanding. SJPP, Syarikat Jaminan Pembiayaan Perniagaan, offer loan guarantee schemes reducing risk for bank to lend to SMEs. And finally, SME Bank offers standard loan schemes like Dana Penjana and Skim Pembiayaan Usahawan Muda to support different SME needs. Next, let's talk about tax incentives. SMEs with a paid-up capital of RM2.5 million or less enjoy a lower corporate tax rate, only 15% on the first 150,000 of the chargeable income. There are also tax incentives for reinvestment and expansion, especially in high-impact areas like automation and manufacturing. And under Budget 2025, stamp duty exemptions are provided for certain SME financing agreements. This helps reduce the overall cost of obtaining financial support. Lastly, digitalization is a key focus. The government supports SMEs to go digital through several programs. One major initiative is the SME Digitalization Grant, which provides a 50% matching grant up to RM5,000 for SMEs to adopt digital tools like POS system, cloud services and e-commerce platforms. MDEC also plays a big role through programs like 100 Go Digital, helping SMEs embrace digital solutions, e-Usahawan and e-Rezeki promoting digital entrepreneurship, and Go e-commerce onboarding, guiding SMEs to sell online. Additionally, the My Digital Blueprint reflects the national agenda to create a fully digital economy by 2030.
Now, let's take a look at this case study. Now, let's identify the 3 reasons why SME loans can get rejected based on the bank's credit risk assessment. The first reason will be incomplete or informal financial, which fall under the capacity criterion. This happens when a business fails to submit proper financial statements such as profit and loss reports, cash flow statements, or audited accounts. Without this, the bank cannot properly assess the business' ability to generate income or repay the loan. This is risky because it blocks the bank's view of the SME actual financial health and repayment capacity. The second is a poor credit history and high debt load, which relate to character and capital. If the business owner or the company has a record of loan defaults or late payments, such as those listed in the Central Credit Reference Information System, the bank system as unreliable. This raises a red flag about the borrower's trustworthiness and increases the risk of non-repayment. Lastly is lack of collateral and unclear loan purpose. Tied to the collateral and condition criteria, if an SME does not offer any asset like property or fixed deposit to secure the loan, the bank has no backup if the borrower defaults. Also, if the loan purpose isn't clearly explained, the bank won't feel confident funding it. This creates risk because there's nothing to recover in case of loss, and the loan may not even be used for productive reasons. These all contribute to a high level of credit risk, so SME must work on strengthening these areas to improve their chance of loan approval.
Here we state the reference that we use for.